In this video series, I'm going to show you how to set up the Active Directory infrastructure. This is a VirtualBox environment with two host-only subnets. In the host-only subnet, only the hosts are in it. The virtual hosts are in it and are able to communicate with the other virtual machines. So this should act like the scenario where two office locations with their own AD infrastructure, and they should be able to connect to each other. To achieve that, we can establish a site-to-site VPN connecting to each sites. So this is the network diagram I'm going to show you. In site A, there will be a primary AD with DNS and DHCP control, and there is also a few Windows client and some other Linux servers. In the site B, there will be a secondary AD with a few clients as well. In the demonstration, I will use the following software: the VirtualBox for virtualization, FP stands for the firewall and site-to-site VPN, the Windows Server 2022, a Windows 11 personal, of course, is act as a client and it's it's for evaluation. For the Linux machine, I'll use the Ubuntu desktop and server. They're on version 22. I will include all the download links in the description. So this is background information. Let's get started with the real configuration. So now we are in the VirtualBox manager. We're going to create a new virtual machine for the AD. Let's give it a name here. For the type, we will go for other Windows 64-bit. For the memory, let's give it 2 gigabytes. Hard disk, it should be 30 gigabyte. It should be enough. Okay, we can start the VM now. When we open the VM, there will be a Windows showing us which medium we need to use to boot the server. I'm going to mount ISO. Now booting up. So I'm going to click install here. To be honest, not many options we need to go through. Here is one. I will go for desktop experience unless you are comfortable with PowerShells and terminal, then you will go for the text version. No Windows, no GUI. Okay, so we need to do a clean install. No upgrade here. Okay, let's wait for the installation. I'll just skip forward. Let's input the password and then it should be ready to log in. Okay, so Let's go through the domain controller setup here. Let's go to Windows Server, and then let's go to Manager, Add Roles, and then you will see the role page. So here you just click AD add service. There will be a few services you need to install. Just proceed if you unless you know what you're doing now. You need to promote it to the DC. And then when you click it, there will be a deployment configuration window. Let's add a new for us here. I will use boku.local. In the next screen, just keep the existing configuration and then type in the DSRM password. And then the DNS setting, we don't have it now. So let's go next. DB, you will see the location of the log files and the database, the directory service. So let's give it default, and then it will show you all the configuration before proceeding. It's a good time to have a look if you are not very sure you input everything correctly. If it's ready, just go install. Okay, so right now we did a number of things. We set up a VM and then we installed the Windows Server on it. And then within the Windows Server, we set up the Active Directory in it. So for it, it should be ready for us to go through the next step, which is to set up the internal network in VirtualBox. And I will see you in the next video.